Hi everyone, Kellie here from Kellie Chasse Fine Art online courses, and I attempted to do an owl today very quickly. I think this took me about 35-40 minutes altogether, but I am trying to use the markers, alcohol ink markers, versus using a paintbrush. So what I'm doing here is just sketching in my snowy owl, and this is a reference photo by the wonderful photographer Benjamin Williamson. Thank you, Ben, for letting me use your reference photo. So what I've done is sketched it out, and now I'm going to put on some masking fluid just to cover the owl itself so I can do the background pour. And I have to apologize, for some reason my video would not take this section, so I missed the whole part where I did the background pour. So I apologize for that, but you know, basic colors, and this is what we have. So I've gone ahead and removed the masking fluid, and these are the Spectrum Noir markers that I'm attempting to use here. And like I said, I usually use paintbrushes, so I'm doing this really quickly. I just wanted to test these out to see how I could blend them. And someone had told me that most snowy owls are black, but the reference photo that I had, it was actually brown, so that's what I used. And I don't think I even have a black marker in this, so I'm going to do a little blending as well with a blender pen. And in the photo reference, I can barely make out the little beak here because it's covered with feathers. So there's not a whole lot of detail in that. But I'm using my blender pen now, just trying to blend in some of those colors. What I may do, or if I were to do this again, I might go ahead and put in the blending of the shadow area, the gray area first, and then put the brown marker on top of it. Because I had to kind of go around all of this, which wasn't the easiest thing to do. But you learn as you go along, right? So I'm just continuing to blend in some other colors. I've got a little bit of gold in here, a little bit of gray, and a little bit of the gold around the eyes and the face area. And then I went ahead and I spritzed the bottom part, and I probably should have done that prior to removing the masking fluid. But again, you know, really quickly, just trying to test these markers out. So I'm going ahead and filling in the eyes for a little shadow here. And it's really hard to accomplish some of the shadows, and with these pens, I find there's a lot of blending that you have to do. So I'm using both sides of the marker. There's a skinny side and then there's a flat side on this. So I'm just go ahead and putting a little detail, and now I'm going to use a little bit of a black marker here to do the eyes. Like I said, I didn't have the black marker in the Spectrum Noir, so I'm just going ahead and using just a plain marker here to highlight those eyes a little bit. And then softening that just around the edge. Blender pen works great, by the way, for doing that. Again, just softening some of those features, kind of giving myself some little space. There's not much of a highlight. If I go into this, I'm going to add a little bit of the white gel pen to this afterward. So I'm just trying to create a little shadow here, and then go underneath with the black pen again. I'm kind of going back and forth with this a little bit. And here we go with the white gel pen, just to add some highlights, some feathers in here. And again, just a real quick demo of a snowy owl. If I did this with a brush, I think this would work a lot better for me. I'm not, like I said, not used to using the markers very much. But this would be really nice too in watercolor. I can get something more realistic. I've been working with abstracts lately, so I'm kind of in the abstract frame of mind, not doing a whole lot of realistic stuff. And matter of fact, I just finished a course, and I'll attach the promo video for you of a Zen disc where it's a pour with resin. So I'll have that attached here, and I'll have a link for a coupon for you if you want to try it out. It's 50% off, and I'll let you give that a try if you like. So make sure you sign up for my email newsletter at kelliechassefineart.com, and I do send out coupons for any new course when it first goes out. So if you're on my newsletter, you will get the best deal usually. So here's my finished owl. I like his face a lot more than I like the body. We'll just do a close-up here. So here's the information on the resin course. Take a look. Hi, Kelly here from Kellie Chasse Fine Art, and today's course we're going to learn how to use resin to create a beautiful Zen disc and also a tile using the leftover resin. So if you've ever wanted to try resin, we're a little uncomfortable about the whole process, this is probably the course for you. So we'll go over a brand called Art Resin, which is the one I'll be using. It's a 2-part hardener and resin. And we'll go over all the materials that you'll need for this. We'll include in here all of the steps that I take, and we'll even add some different colors to our resin, so we'll be able to mix that up, and I'll show you how to pour it. We'll go over how to use a blowtorch to get the air bubbles out of this, and we'll be adding some other mixed media to the course. Looking forward to taking the course with you. So enroll today and let's create some resin art.